Hello and welcome to Northside Speaks. I'm your host, Lori Salazar. Today we're talking to Jordan Perez, one of our student guests who is a student, actually a senior at Construction Careers Academy. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Awesome. Now, also, I want to congratulate you because you're a senior and you're getting ready to graduate. That is so exciting.
Thank you so much. It is a really rewarding experience to be able to graduate with CCA, and there's going to be a lot of memories with it.
Wow, I'm sure. So you've been there 4 years then?
4 years, and it doesn't feel like it's enough.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Well, tell me a little bit more about your experience there.
The experience, it's so hard to put into words because it's not an experience you get at your typical high school. Everybody there is family, and the administrations are almost like your parents.
Oh.
So it really doesn't feel like it's high school. It feels like you're going just to hang out with friends and do what you love for the entire day.
Okay.
And it's hard to put into words because you had to actually experience the...
You have to experience being
yeah,
there.
Yeah, you have to experience
yeah.
the... hold on.
Seeing everything. So anyway, when you're experiencing seeing everything, we're talking about several classes that you all take, and we like to split it up and call them strands. So either you follow this path or that path or that path. Tell me about the path that you have followed and what it's called.
The path that I decided to follow was construction management. Architecture and engineering also interest me, but leadership has always been something that I've shined in. Mm-hmm. And because of that, it was just a more obvious choice for me to go into that. And I'm glad that I chose it.
And also because you have a good family background in that. Tell me about that.
Yes, my family they come from construction. Construction is what most of my family does. And because of that, from a young age, I've grown up with it. And I've developed a passion for it just because of that. And construction is basically, it's been my life since I was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, with that in mind, I want to talk about a project that you all have this year that really CCA is getting known for, nationwide. You all are building tiny homes. Tell me about that this year. How many did y'all build?
The tiny homes that we're building are 152 square feet, and we built 4 of them. Each of those groups are split, and we have 4 houses being built. And what it is basically they wanted to, over the past 2 years, everything that we had learned and were given the instructions for, they wanted us to actually go out there and do it. So they basically gave us the blueprints, and with all of the strands, the architects, the engineers, the plumbers, and everybody else.
Yeah. So
we all just...
Okay, so you said something that really made me think, wow, blueprints. Okay, so, I think from time to time we've all seen blueprints. I wouldn't know the top from the bottom, but you all are learning this in school, how to read those blueprints.
Yeah, it was actually a funny experience with that because when we were first given the blueprints, most of the class was just like, what is this?
Exactly.
And it really is amazing because now when we look at blueprints, we know what everything is, and it's due to the instructors and their level of, they know what they're doing, and they know how to relate to us. So you really do, you basically get the knowledge that they have at half the age, and it's amazing.
It is amazing. So, okay, so you guys are studying blueprints there, but then we're actually talking about building the homes, and we're not talking about little birdhouses that you're painting and nailing together. Yes. Although it is 100 square feet. It is a livable thing.
The houses are going to be on display on the 21st of this month at our 2016 Parade of Homes. And it's going to show the hard work and quality that we've put in and what we, as a class, were able to come together to build. And it's going to be a very spectacular moment. So
there's a lot of different jobs involved. There's plumbing, there's electricity, am I even saying that right? There's engineering, architecture.
Basically what they did was we have strands for anything that has to do with construction. So instead of having adults do it, we have students for every aspect of the build. So when it comes down to it, and if you do decide to come out on that day, the 21st, everything that you see is going to be that we created.
Nice.
You're not going to believe what you see. You're not going to believe students did that. Okay,
I want to touch base something on very quickly. Recently, you and your peers underwent some training from industry professionals for resume writing, for interviews. What was that like?
That was a very cool thing to get to do because when I went into that, I felt very confident and I couldn't do nothing wrong. And I was actually talking to the man. He told me his profession was he was an actual scientist in the field. And they gave me pointers that I would have never known had that not been given to us as an opportunity. And that just the staff and the administration making that happen. They had actual CEOs from companies come out, spend their day there to interview us when they didn't have to. And it just shows how much they care about us and the success that we have.
Well, Jordan, thanks so much. Once again, I want to congratulate you on several things. I got to boast about this kid here. You're graduating, you're getting ready for college, you're graduating with several certifications, industry certifications, and you're graduating with college credits already. So once again,
yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching another edition of Northside Speaks. We will see you next time.